Well, hello again. This is Todd, and we are at the Church Street Graveyard, which is one of the more historic cemeteries in Mobile, Alabama. It was established in 1819. I wanted to make sure that I pointed out we have a well-known soldier, at least in these parts, and a very well-known, let's just say, party animal. So you guys buckle up. Let's take a little short walk in this very old and very historic cemetery. Well, strangely enough, I got in the truck when it started raining, and I lost all the video footage somehow. So I'm gonna do real quick before it starts pouring down rain on me again. I'm gonna make one or two quick stops on some folks that I mentioned actually in the video that you'll never see, and we'll throw some information in there and hopefully make a good video of it. I'll let you in on a little secret. The first time I was here, I filmed. I had no audio whatsoever, and that was kind of disconcerting. And rather than doing a voiceover the entire video, I said, well, I'll be back down here. I'll come back and do this again. But this time, get the whole video done before it starts pouring down rain. Get to the truck. Said, well, why it's pouring down rain, I'll, take a sneak peek at the video, and lo and behold, nothing. Not a thing. The only thing I got were all the responses in word form. So this is Edmund P. Gaines of Virginia. He's a Major General, U.S. Army, War of 1812, March 20th, 1777, and June 6, 1849. We have a fort down here on Dauphin Island called Fort Gaines, and General Gaines is the namesake of that. And he is here in a plot all by his lonesome, unless there are headstones missing, and this one here is new. Edmund Pendleton Gaines was born March 20th, 1777 in Culpeper County, Virginia. Not long after the end of the Revolutionary War, to which his father James was a veteran, he and his family first moved to North Carolina, then on to Tennessee. Early in his military career, he surveyed the first road from Nashville, Tennessee to Natchez, Mississippi, and commanded Fort Stoddard, Alabama, which was primarily used as a stockade. Gaines was also involved in the arrest of Aaron Burr, who was the Vice President of the United States from 1801 to 1804, and testified at his trial. After a brief hiatus, Gaines returned to the Army as a major in the 8th Infantry in the War of 1812. As a colonel of the 25th Infantry, he distinguished himself in the Battle of Chrysler's Field on 11 November 1813 in what is now Morrisburg, Ontario, Canada. Gaines was promoted to Brigadier General after defending Fort Erie, and to Brevetted Major General for his gallantry during the war. He also received a Congressional Thank You and a gold medal. He later fought in the Black Hawk War in 1832 and led an expedition against the Florida Seminoles. During the Texas-Mexican War, he sympathized with Texas revolutionists, but was restricted by U.S. neutrality laws at the time. He thus called for volunteer soldiers from Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and Missouri to assist the Texans and to fulfill a promise by Andrew Jackson. Despite receiving multiple reprimands and facing court-martial by the War Department for overstepping his authorization to do so, he defended himself successfully and without punishment. While still in command of the Western Division of the U.S. Army, he died of cholera in New Orleans on June 6, 1849. General Gaines was married 3 times and had 11 children, 7 of which made it to adulthood. Here we have James W. Roper, owner, builder of Oakley, born 1801 in South Carolina, died January 12, 1856. And I will put some information up on him. James W. Roper built and designed the Oakley House. Roper was a brick mason, dry goods merchant, and cotton factor from James City County, Virginia. He operated a Water Street brickyard in downtown Mobile on what is now the site of the RSA Battle House Tower. Roper began building Oakley on 35 acres west of Mobile in 1833. He designed and built the house himself. While building Oakley, Roper lost his first wife, Sarah Ann Davenport, and a child. He remarried in 1838 upon completion of the Oakley, and went on to have 6 children with his second wife, Eliza Ann Simison. As a cotton trader, Roper was hit by the Panic of 1837. Unable to repay the $20,000 he had borrowed to build the house, he sold it to his brother-in-law, Boyd Simison, who allowed him to live in it rent-free until 1850. Simison bought Oakley, half of the estate's acreage, and all but one of Roper's 18 slaves. With his business interests failing, Roper followed his brother-in-law's example and became a lumber merchant and moved to New Orleans in 1850. William O'Brien, native of New Ross County, Wexford, Ireland, departed this life April 4th, 1860, age 62 years. Here we have William Vance, New York, Private, 1st Regiment, New Jersey Camp Troops, Revolutionary War, April 23rd, 1845. Thank you much for your service and sacrifice, sir, for your contribution to building this great nation. Here we have Corporal James M. Christopher, Company E, 2nd Battalion, Alabama Light Artillery, Confederate States Army. Thank you much for your service, sir. This is Colonel George W. Owen, born in Brunswick County, Virginia, October 20th, 1796, died August 18th, 1837, with Louisa S. Owen, born in Belmont Place, Mobile County, August 25th, 1802, died April 11th, 1863. Colonel, thank you much for your service, sir. So, one of the main reasons I came here was for this gentleman here. This is the final resting place of old Joe Cain. Mardi Gras has been celebrated in Mobile, Alabama since the explorer Pierre Le Moyne d'Iberville first set foot there on Mardi Gras Day 1699. In 1703, French settlers in Mobile established the first organized Mardi Gras celebration tradition in what was to become the United States. Joseph Stillwell Cain was born on October 10, 1832. He was an influential figure in Mobile, Alabama, and is often credited with reviving and popularizing Mardi Gras celebrations in the United States. Born in Georgia, he moved to Alabama, where he became a prominent businessman, politician, and served as the city's mayor from 1868 to 1870. Cain's most notable contribution to Mardi Gras, it is said, came in 1867 when he organized a parade to commemorate the city's historic French heritage. He led the first official Mardi Gras parade in Mobile, which featured elaborate floats, costumed revelers, helping to establish the festive tradition that would grow in popularity over the years. His efforts revitalized Mardi Gras after the Civil War, fostering a spirit of community and a celebration in the city. Cain became known as the father of Mardi Gras in Mobile, and his contributions laid the groundwork for what would become a cherished annual event, influencing Mardi Gras celebrations in other parts of the country, particularly in New Orleans. Joe passed away on April 17, 1904, leaving a lasting legacy in the cultural history of Mobile and the South. All right, so let's go see if we can walk through here. Now that we've gotten those three individuals, and then a few others, see if I can remember some of the ones I saw before. This is in the memory of a departed brother, William W. Ford, born New York, October 21st, 1811. Died January 13th, 1847. If I got closer, I could probably see that. 1847, age 32 years and 2 months. In memory of Clinton Ford, born New York, December 15th, 1807. Died March 2nd, 1871, age 63 years.
Todd.
Yes, that's me. While I'm walking through here, if anyone wants to make their presence known by utilizing the device in my hand, please do so. If you can give me your name, that would be even better. There are a lot of these broken headstones. And this is a more modern cast iron gate, looks like. It's been probably hit or torn down. Here we have, to the memory of Captain John F. Pagels, who was born in the city of Philadelphia, December 4th, 1798. Died in this city, August 22nd, 1844. Thank you much for your service, sir. Memory of Horace Hollister, born born in Salisbury, Connecticut, June 3rd, 1826. Died in Mobile, September 10th, 1853.
It's bright.
Yeah, old live oak and a nearly as big magnolia tree back there.
I know.
Here we have sacred memory of Sarah Hendricks, wife of Asa Pryor, who died February 3rd, 1880, age 85 years. This is Asa Pryor, who died December 21st, 1835, aged 17 years. Back there in the back corner, that's the Mason's plot. According to the memorial, there are 36 burials there, but there are not nearly as many monuments still, or headstones still left. Over here under this old live oak,
Mississippi.
as you can see, it's quite old. You have the oldest Jewish graves in Alabama, which are these here.
I'm not sure.
This is in memory of Jonas Richardson, son of Charles and I can't think Richardson of Salem, Massachusetts. Died September 10th, 1839, age 37. And this in the memory of Captain James Moody, son of Sam and Rachel Moody of Falmouth, state of Maine. Departed this life 26th of July 1837, aged 26 years. So we have quite a few
Lieutenant.
interred here that are from the Northeast, from New York, Connecticut, Maine. We have countries of England, Scotland, Ireland, Spain, the Netherlands are all represented here. This live oak here is probably well over half the size, probably 3/4 the size of the live Jackson oak. It's a live oak as well, and more than likely that one's been here since the beginning of the establishment of the cemetery. These are the Rolstons. They have a newer one here. Hugh H. Rolston, July 9th, 1836, age 45, and Lydia, March 25th, 1848, age 54. And this is for Joanna T., daughter of Mobile, born April 9th, 1822, died May 9th, 1842. And seems like the rain is going to be coming down again, so we're going to have to make this one a short one. I'll fill in some information on on the ones we did see. And it just gives me a good excuse for coming back and visiting again. Next time we do a little bit better job and getting through here and seeing a few more individuals. So thank you very much for joining us on the video. I do appreciate each and every one of you, and you have a blessed one, and we'll see you on the next walk. Thank you for watching Cemetery Walks with Milvet. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit that like and notification button, and we'll see you back here on our next walk.